Welcome to online studies of Ashadeep International School. Chapter 3 Pair of linear equation in two variable. Standard 10 Subject Mathematics. So let's start. Exercise 3.2 Question number 3. On comparing the ratios a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, find out whether the line representing the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent. So we need to say that whether it is a consistent or inconsistent. So it is consistent if we get the solution. It is inconsistent if we don't get the solution, right? Once again, it is consistent if we get the solution. It is inconsistent if we don't get the solution. Simple. Okay. So when we can say we don't have the solution, only one condition. If it is a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is not equals to c1 upon c2. This is the only condition where we don't get the solution. So that is the inconsistent pair, and other two are the consistent pair of solution. And the last one, if the two lines are imposing on each other, then this is the dependent pair of consistent solution. That is called the dependent pair of consistent solution. Now let's move ahead. So first of all, what is the a1? 3. What is the a2? 2. Right? So a1 upon a2 is 3 by 2. What is b1? 2. What is b2? It is nothing but the minus 3. So that is going to be the minus 2 by 3. So b1 upon b2 is minus 2 by 3. So both the ratios are not equal. See, a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. That means these lines have a unique solution. So this linear equation intersecting each other at a one point, thus we have the only one possible solution. The pair of linear equation is a consistent. Why consistent? Because we get the solution. If we don't get the solution, then it is inconsistent pair. Now let's move ahead with the another sum. And the another sum is, see, a1 is 2, a2 is 4. So a1 upon a2 is equals to 2 by 4 is equals to 1 by 2. So here it is 1 by 2. Now let's move ahead. What is b1? b1 is minus 3. What is b2? Minus 6. So it is minus 3 upon minus 6. So is equals to 1 upon 2. Right? So b1 upon b2 is also 1 upon 2. Now what is c1? So we need to move this onto the another side of equals. So 8 becomes minus 8. So it is minus 8 upon minus 9. Similarly here 9 is also moving on to the another side of equals, right? So minus minus cut, and it is 8 upon 9. See here, a1 upon a2 is 1 by 2, b1 upon b2 is 1 by 2. So both the ratios are equal. So that means a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2. But here c1 upon c2 is nothing but the 8 upon 9. So it not equals to 8 upon 9. So that means c1 upon c2. So a1 upon a2 is b1 upon b2 is not equals to c1 upon c2. So those lines are the parallel lines, and parallel lines do not have any solution. So no possible solution. Hence pair of linear equations are inconsistent. If we don't get the solution, so those lines are the parallel lines. So for that we have the inconsistent pair of solution, right? Now let's move ahead with the another sum. Okay, so here what is the value of a1? So that is 3 by 2. a1 is 3 by 2 divided by what is a2 is nothing but the 9. So now denominator of the numerator comes into the denominator. So it is 3 divided by 9 into 2. So 3 and 3 cut. So what is the answer? So answer is 1 upon 6. So here the answer is 1 upon 6. Now similarly b1 upon b2. So what is b1? It is 5 by 3. So 5 divided by 3 divided by what? Minus 10. What we have? Minus 10. So it is nothing but the 5. See, 5 divided by 3 into minus 10. So 5 and 5 cut. So answer is minus 1 upon 6. See here. Here it is 1 upon 6 and here minus 1 upon 6. Can 1 upon 6 and minus 1 upon 6 equal? No. So a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. So therefore these linear equations are parallel to each other and thus no possible solution. That is why the pair of linear equation is consistent. I hope you get it, right? Now let's move ahead with another sum. Sum number 4. What is a1? 5. What is a1? So a1 is 5. What is a2? So a2 is minus 10. a2 is minus 10. Now we need to take the ratio. So this is minus. This is gone and answer is minus 1 upon 2. See here, minus 1 upon 2. Now what is b1? Minus 3. What is b2? Plus 6. So what is the answer? Minus 1 upon 2. Why? Because these two are cut. Similarly, what is c1? It is 11, minus 11. Why minus 11? Because we need to move this 11 onto the another side of equals. Now minus 22 becomes the plus 22. So upon 22 is equals to 1 upon 2. Right? Minus 1 upon 2. So minus 1 upon 2. See, each and every ratios are equal. Minus 1 upon 2, minus 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2. So a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. So therefore these linear equations are consistent pair of lines, thus have infinite number of possible solutions. Hence pair of linear equation is consistent. We can say one more thing about that, and that is the dependent pair of equation. What? Dependent pair of equation, right? So that thing you need to keep in mind when all the ratios are equal, that is a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2, then that is the dependent pair of equation, right? We already seen in the previous lecture. Okay, now let's move ahead. Question number 5. In the same manner, a1 upon a2, so 4 upon 3 divided by 2. So 2 and 2 cut. So what is the answer? Nothing but the 2 by 3, right? Now let's move ahead. What is b1? 2. What is b2? 3. So answer is what? 2 by 3. Here 2 by 3. Here also 2 by 3. Now what is c1? Minus 8. What is c2? Minus 12. Why minus? Because it goes on to the another side of equal. So plus becomes minus and minus becomes plus. So minus 8 upon minus 12 is equals to 2 upon 3. Why 2 upon 3? This is the 4 3s are, and this is 4 2s are 8 upon 12. This is the 4 2s are, and this is the 4 3s are. 4 and 4 cut. Answer is 2 upon 3, right? And similarly we get the a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2 as the previous sum. So linear equation are consistent pair of lines, thus infinite number of possible solution. Hence the linear equation is a consistent, right? Now question number 4. In question number 4, which of the following pair of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent? If it is consistent, obtain the solution graphically. Here it is specified that you need to find out the solution graphically. If it is specified, you need to follow the same method, and if it isn't specified, you can follow any method, whether it is graphical or algebraic method, right? We can learn the algebraic method in the upcoming lectures, but till then you need to solve it graphically because it is specified. Here we have these two equations. Now a1 upon a2, and that is 1 upon 2. b1 upon b2 is also 1 upon 2. c1 upon c2 is also the 1 upon 2. So every ratio are equal. each and every ratios are equal, so it is infinite number of solution. Why? Because two lines imposing on each other. Okay, so a1 upon a2 is 1 upon 2, b1 upon b2 is also 1 upon 2, c1 upon c2 is also 1 upon 2. So therefore these lines are consistent pair, thus infinitely many solutions are possible. Here what is given? If it is consistent, here it is consistent, so we need to find out the graphical solution with the graphical method, right? As we see in the previous lecture, we need to make x alone. So x, y goes on to the another side, it becomes minus, so is equals to 5 minus y. See here, x is equals to 5 minus y. So x is equals to 5 minus y. So instead of y I put here 1. So is equals to what? It is 4. But if instead of y I put 2, so 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. If I put 3, it becomes 2. We need at least 2 points. If you can find out more points, that is fine, but we required at least 2 points to plot the line. So here 4 and 1. So here it is 4 and 1. 3 and 2. Here it is 3 and 2. And 2, 3. Here it is, right? So all the three points we plotted on the graph. In the same manner, we need to find out this, right? So how we can find it out? If 2x goes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So 2x is equals to 10 minus 2y. Now 2 from the numerator goes on to the denominator. So here it is. So this is removed from here and goes into the denominator. So here x is equals to 10 minus 2y upon 2. Now you put the value of y 1. So 10 minus 2 is equals to 8. 8 by 2 is equals to 4. So here it is. Right. Now in the same manner put the value 2. So here 2 2s are 4. Here multiply by 2. 2 2s are 4. See, 10 minus 4 divided by 2 is nothing but the 8 divided by 2 is nothing but the, sorry, here it is 6. 6 divided by 2 is nothing but the 3. So answer is 3. Now 10 minus 2 into 3 divided by 2. So 3 2s are 6. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. So these are the 3 points, and those points are the same to same points, so we'll get the only one line which is imposing on each other. So this is the graphical method. Now let's move ahead with the another sum, and that is x minus y is equals to 8 and 3x minus 3y is equals to 16. So what is the value of a1? 1. What is the value of a2? 3. What is the value of b1? That is minus 1. That is minus 1. Upon what is the value of b2? That is minus 3. So minus minus cut and answer is 1 upon 3. What is the value of c? If it is goes on to the another side, it becomes minus 8, and 16 goes on to the another side, it becomes minus 16. So is equals to minus 1 upon 2. Sorry, plus minus minus cut, so it is plus 1 upon 2. See here, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. See, a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but is not equals to c1 upon c2. That means those two lines are the parallel lines, and if they are the parallel lines, we don't have any solution, so no possible solution. Hence pair of linear equation is inconsistent, and if it is inconsistent, we do not need to find out anything, right? So that's it. So therefore the linear equations are the parallel to each other, thus have no possible solution, and hence pair of linear equation is inconsistent. Question number 3. Now a1 is nothing but the 2, a2 is nothing but the 4. a2 is nothing but the 4, right? So it is 2 by 4. So 2 by 4. Now what is b1? 1. What is b2? Minus 2. So here answer is 1 upon 2, and here it is minus 1 upon 2. Can 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2 equal? Can 1 upon 2 and minus 1 upon 2 equal? No. So a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. So therefore linear equation are intersecting each other at 1 and thus have only one possible solution. Hence, pair of linear equation is consistent. If it has a solution, then it is called the consistent pair. Now, here in this, we need to make the x or y alone. Here, make the y alone. So, if 2x goes on to the another side, it becomes y is equals to 6 minus 2x. Right? You can do in both the ways. Whether you can make the x alone, whether you can make the y alone. Here, for the x, I already did. But for the y, I am going to do it. Right? So, 6 minus, instead of x, let's put 3. Right? Let's put 3. So 3 2s are 6. So 6 minus 6 is nothing but the 0. Right. For another example, y is equals to what? So if it is goes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So 6 minus 2x is equals to 6 minus 2 in bracket. Now instead of x, what we need to take? 2. Right. So 2 2s are 4. So 6 minus 4. So 6 minus 4 is nothing but the 2. So 2 and 2. In the same manner, you can get the 1 and 4. Now let's talk about this one. So 4x minus 2y is equals to 4. Now make the x alone. So x is equals to 2y goes on to the another side. 2y goes on to the another side. It becomes plus. So 4 plus 2y. And 4 from the numerator goes into the denominator. So divided by 4. So this is what our equation is. Now instead of y, put the 0. So 4 plus 2 into 0 divided by 4. 0 into 2 is 0. So 4 upon 4 is nothing but the 1. So it is now 4 minus 2, plus into, instead of 4 plus 2y. Instead of y, what we put? 2 divided by 4. So 2 2s are what? 4. So 4 plus 4, 8. 8 divided by 4 is equals to 2. Right? So here 2. In the same manner, 4 plus 2 into, instead of y, what we need to put? 4 divided by 4. 4 2s are 8. So it's a 4 plus 8 divided by 4. 4 plus 8 is nothing but the 12. So 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4 is nothing but the 3. So here it is. Right? So in this way we get these points. Now plot this point on the graph. See 3 0. So 3 0 comes on which axis? So 3 0. So 3 0 comes on the here on the x-axis, right? So here it is 3 0. Now 2 and 2. So here it is 2 and 2. So 2 and 2. Okay, let's change the color. Right, see here it is 2 and here also 2. So it is the point 2 and 2. Now 1 and 4. So 1 on the x-axis and 4 on the y-axis. So this is the 1 and 4, right? In the same way, you can plot this point, and that is 1 0, 2 2 and 3 4, right? So from that we can conclude that the answer is 2 and 2, right? Where the lines intersect each other. So that is our answer. So here it is intersected here. So that is why that is our answer, and that is 2 2. Now let's move ahead with the last sum for the today. So 2x plus 2y is minus 2. So a1 upon a2 is 1 upon 2. So b1 upon b2 is also 1 upon 2. And c1 upon c2 is 2 upon 5. How? See 2 upon 4. 2 upon 4 is nothing but the 1 upon 2. Right? Now here also minus 2 and here minus 4. So minus 2 upon minus 4 is equals to plus 1 upon 2. And we cannot divide this minus 2 upon minus 5 nothing but the 2 upon 5. So here 1 upon 2, 1 upon 2 are equal, but it not equals to C1 upon C2. So both the lines are the parallel lines. So the lines are the parallel lines. So that is why the equations are the parallel to each other and thus have no possible solution, hence the inconsistent pair of equations. So that's it for today. Stay home, stay safe, work hard. Let's meet in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye.